Hello, Walter. My presentation is about traditional art versus digital art. I hate that word. Um, Traditional art. So yeah, I feel the reason why traditional art is very important for digital artists is because of the fundamentals that you can learn and then establish and get better. You can improve your cognitive skills, your problem solving skills better with art because you're problem solving every time with art. You're trying to figure out how something works and why does it work. You're a scientist. An artist is a scientist. Um, so if the artists were to learn and study things, they become smarter at problem solving. But there is a bias misunderstanding about traditional artists about for traditional artists towards digital artists. And digital artists are called cheaters, but we are not cheaters. So this explains why I think people should learn traditional and then move to digital. Even though there is not a huge need for traditional art, there is a big learning curve when you do start off in traditional. Not a learning curve. It's you be a really good artist if you have these if you have traditional skills like before digital. Digital you people go through learning the tool more than learning art skills, which is cognitive skills. Learn how to see, learn how to process information. There are many benefits to being a digital artist. There are many jobs. So, becoming a digital artist, it is cheaper to buy your supplies. There are many job openings. There's many jobs opening for becoming a digital artist. You can either learn how to become a game artist or a film artist. You can also work for mobile game. Mobile is very different, a little similar, very different. It is also very fast. Working with 3D program, 2D program digitally is very, very fast. You can create amazing amount of work digitally. It can be put it can be put into devices like your phone. It can be displayed on TVs. You don't have to be worried about it being ruined, but it can be shown in many different ways. It's like how this video works. Like it's all digital. Like it's helping things get better. You know. Also, it is very cheap. I am a big advocate at not advocate. I'm big on saving money. I don't like to spend a lot of money, and digital art is very cheap. I don't have to buy massive amounts of paint. I don't have to buy canvas all the time. I don't have to buy for clay all the time. I don't buy have to buy the tools for clay. Like it's really cheap and it's non-reusable, so you have to keep buying them if you want to keep using it. Digital art, you can have your computer, your tablet, your pen for 7 to 8 years, and it will still do the same thing. It will still do its job. It you don't have to pay for paint to you just paint is unlimited digitally. Like it's you only need power to run your laptop so you can still show the paint. Oh, oh, so one of the most fundamental lessons that you learn in traditional art is how to see. So the human eye perceive images in 3 steps. First is silhouette. Second is value. And third is in color. I will later demonstrate how they work. Okay, the next thing we talked about is also silhouette. So it's very important for the artist to know about silhouette. Silhouette is very important because it's the first thing that the eye reads. So there are different steps, 3 different steps. There is silhouette, reading value, and reading color. By just having this very simple image, we can tell that this is a human. it's the simple silhouette is so skewed, but we can still tell that it is still human. So this is the first step that we see. The second step is reading value. Even though this is I got this image from somewhere else, but read value first. Black and white. Black, white, black and white, because next, the most complicated thing we see is color. So color is based off many things. There are light, the color of the light, the color of the environment that surrounds him affects the color of the object. There's also reflection. Color operates in such a complicated way that's so hard for artists to understand, but we can approximate what those colors are because of our training and our practices that makes us better in understanding and learning what we see and do. Okay, so Paul Cézanne thought that if an artist were to break up a complicated object into really basic shapes, the artist makes it easier for the artist to establish a better drawing and a better understanding. So let us try it out. So this is basically a cylinder, the head. This is also a basic shape too. It's just made out of much simpler shapes than people think. If the artist was able to break up the shape easier, then he will have a better understanding, and it will be easier to draw and then develop on top of that basic that sketch that he just did. So I have that line. I am going to draw over it. I am cheating, but this is just people sometimes people use photo references. This is one of the perks of being a digital artist. You're not really cheating, but you're getting the job done is what's most important. So Paul Cézanne, he is the founder of modern art, and because of this idea that he proposed, it made the job of the artist so much easier throughout the years after that. We are still using it till now, this knowledge of breaking up these complicated shapes into much basic shapes. Then we move on to 3D. I love 3D. I'm a big 3D artist. I like the reason why is because when you move into 3D, you can rotate around in 3 axes. It exists within 3 axes. And the user can actually move around in the scene and experience this environment that I built and for people to look at, which is why I want to be a game artist. I want people to see what I made and enjoy what I made because I made it for them, not for me, because I already enjoy making it and then showing it off. It's a really useful skill to get or trait to get by not showing off and just enjoy what you do. So in 3D, you have your 3 axes, your X, Y, and Z. C is upwards in this program. Y is upwards, and C is upwards in other programs, which is weird. I don't understand, but that's how it works. Okay, let's start with box. So in 3D program, there are 3 components. There are major components. There are a point, which is a vertice, an edge, which is 2 vertices, and a face, which is composed of 3 or more edges that are connected to each other. So why is this box important? So why is this box important? So imagine this to be resolution. Just 1 square is 1 pixel. So I want in order to make it, and if you see this, this is sharp. Nothing in the real world is sharp. It curves. Everything curves in the real world. So we want to like imitate that. In order to do that, we need to add more resolution. So what I'm going to do is add more edges and more vertices and create resolution. It doesn't do anything right now, but because of these, the program is going to understand like this is what it's going to look like. More resolution means more curve, more smoothness, just looks better. This is how much resolution it is within a box right now. It is not a lot for film, but it is too much for games. So, yes. Okay. Okay, so another cool thing about 3D is that you can rotate it. I didn't make this. This is this comes with the program ZBrush. And so 2D, you only see this. You can't rotate it. You can only rotate it one side. This I can rotate any side, and I can like zoom in on the hands, look at it. This is really cool. I can go on the face. You can do so much with like 3D digitally. I can just let me see. Lasso. I'm gonna grab this arm. I'm gonna bend it. Oop. Gotta start from the elbow. That's where it starts. Bend. It's kind of weird because you have to do something called rigging to like get it to work properly, but it's just so easy to do in 3D. Really hard to do in 2D. I think here's another example still loading. It's also, this is, you can make things like this too. Short amount of time. Looks like metal, not made out of metal. You don't need to buy metal. I just need to buy the program and tools that I need to use to make this. Looks really cool. I can also, you can put this in a game. You can put this in a film, make a short animation with it. If I were to render it, just press of a button, it just like lights it. Doesn't it? Not as good as real lighting, but it does all this. It's just this one thing, this one program can do all this. And it's just a short amount of time. So this is Unreal Engine, and this is not the environment I made. This is just a demonstration. I wish I made an environment, but I can make all this. So with digital, I can build all this within a month, just by myself without any help from anybody, and I can make it look good. I can have people walk around and like, what is that? Why is there a plant there? What's going on behind here? I can give so much knowledge with like just so little things. And this is amazing. Like it can take one person to make all this because of how easy it is to work in 3D digitally than traditional 3D. Okay, so why should traditional artists become digital artists? You're still doing art. Um, you're still doing art, but there are many jobs opening up for a digital artist. There are many game companies. There's so many game companies starting up. There's so many films coming out that is going to be, it needs more people. Needs people who are really good to work with, who are really smart at what they do. It is also cheap to be a digital artist. You don't have to keep buying supplies. You can just keep working with the same computer, the same program, for like 3 to 4, 7 years. Um, it's also really easy and really fast. It's like bring your idea out from your head into the software, and then you can easily showcase it everywhere because it's the era of technology. Technology is evolving so fast, and we should be able to like use it because we are artists. We communicate through visual language. We are also scientists. We learn things, we study things, and we pass that knowledge on to other artists. That's like that is my presentation, my demonstration. Hopefully, it's good enough. Thank you, Walter.